Tonight, police are investigating a shooting at Club 262 in Carterville.
News 3's Paul Wilcoxon has been following this story, and he joins us live from Club 262. Paul, what did you learn today?
Yeah, Mark and Julie, Saturday's shooting was just another example of the incidences that have been going on the past 2 years that the Williamson County Sheriff's Department have been investigating. It's actually got to the point where Sheriff Diedrich has made it very clear where he stands on this issue.
Williamson County is not going to tolerate a business that continually has this number of calls for service.
Williamson County Sheriff Jeff Diedrich believes something has to be done about the number of calls his department responds to at Club 262 in Carterville. According to Diedrich, 5 of those calls have been about some type of shots fired incident.
We've had 43 calls for service at that location in the past 24 months. From a law enforcement standpoint, for the community public safety, we're extremely concerned about that.
Most of the calls have come because of excessive noise complaints, fights, and other encounters. But after Saturday's incident, where multiple gunshots were fired, Sheriff Diedrich says we're long past the point where something has to be done.
It's astonishing that more people weren't struck by gunfire. There was approximately 30 rounds discharged. We know that there were multiple weapons involved, buildings, vehicles struck, and of course the individual that was shot in the chest.
Sheriff Diedrich says the investigation into Saturday's incident is ongoing, but he wants the public to know his department will not tolerate what's been happening at Club 262.
There is a number of things taking place. The public should have a comfort in knowing that this isn't something that we're just idling, standing by on, that we are actively working this, and we're fortunate to have excellent law enforcement partners in that process.
Sheriff Diedrich also informed News 3 his department assisted in serving a cease and desist order from the Illinois Liquor Control Commission.
It's our belief that they are serving alcohol in an unlicensed establishment, or at least the presence of alcohol is there and being consumed on those premises.
News 3 reached out to the owner of Club 262, and we're waiting for her response. Now, I did just recently receive that response from the owner, and here's what she says in part. Quote, "I agree that unfortunately a young man was shot after our establishment closed last weekend. The control we have over what happens once people go outside with access to their own vehicle is little to none." Now, when it comes to the response of the number of calls, she says, if you look into the alleged 43 calls that have been made, you would find that about 40 of those have been made from one person only regarding unfounded noise complaints from a disgruntled neighbor. Now, to see the full response from the owner, be sure to go to our website, WSILTV.com. Reporting live in Carterville, Paul Wilcoxon, News 3.